Good morning, America. How are ya? Monday Morning Rail. Hi, I'm Denny Jelsma, and I am not at the world-famous Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum in beautiful Jacksonville. I am at the Jelsma House, my home in Jacksonville, Florida, where the sun always shines. And we're glad to bring the show from my house because we have a very exciting show to show you, and we're going to be talking about passenger trains. You all know I love passenger trains. And I have two exciting guests with me today. Number one, our first guest, and actually you're not going to be able to see him, it is Andrew Casey, the world-famous railroad photographer. I got him to agree to be my cameraman today, and he's so excited. And we may hear a few words when we talk about our upcoming trip to the Roanoke to film 611. Andrew's going to be filming 611, and I'm going to be filming Andrew filming 611. But then my other guest is sitting beside me right here is Phil Smith. He's the officer at the Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum. Been a friend for a long time, and we're going to talk about passenger trains. Welcome, Phil.
Thank you,
Welcome
Danny.
to the Jelsma House. And we're going to be going upstairs into my train room, which you have been there for quite a few times, and we're going to talk about passenger trains. But before we go there, I want to first say Show and Tell is always brought to you by Jelsma Graphics, the people that make all the railroad embroidered clothing since 1985. So when you're looking for railroad embroidery clothing, go to jelsma.com, Jelsma. Now, with that all being said, you've heard me time and time again talk about how important it is that if you like a particular railroad, that you should be a member of that railroad's historical society. And I'm a member of quite a few of them. I believe in the societies. They're very economical to join. But one of my favorite is the Wabash. And I was not able to go to the Wabash's annual show this year, and the Wabash Historical Society is really a growing society. And I just opened up my mail today, and Randy Bible, the president of the Wabash Historical Society, sent me this beautiful certificate thanking me and Jelsma Graphics for the constant support down through the years. And I really appreciate this. I want to say, Randy, thank you. I really appreciate it, and it's quite a surprise. And so thank you. And once again, whatever your favorite railroad, you need to join that historical society. And so with all that being said, Show and Tell is going to start right now. Monday Morning Rail. Hi. We're in my little
Inner Sanctum?
Inner Sanctum, I guess you want to talk it. Holies of Holies.
Holies, yes.
And
as far as trains go.
As trains go. We're glad to have you here once again, and I'm glad that I could share some of this with our viewers. And once again, we just thank you. But what I do, and my passion, is to collect passenger trains. And I probably have 150 or whatever complete passenger sets, and most of these are one of the things I want to put an emphasis is if I have a train with, say, the California Zephyr, it has the correct cars in it, and that's really, really important to me that it has, and we'll talk about that. And then one of the things that Phil, when he first got back into model railroading, he loves the Florida East Coast because his father was the executive with the FEC, had Freddie, and he would collect anything that had FEC he would put on it. Well, then he learned that, well, the FEC didn't have that particular car, so then he started, remember those days?
Yes.
And so now he's collecting the correct cars, and he's just matured in his, collecting. And so that's what I have here. I got engines and you name it.
I mean, I marvel at all these passenger sets that are labeled and by railroad, by train, and then of course over here you've got all your locomotives.
Yeah, and I've got some more. I have, I got 2 or 3 other closets that are full. We're not going to go into the closets, but
Right.
once again, I love passenger trains, and what I do is, for an example, well, I love brass, but I can't have everything in brass. And I kind of, I like to trade. I feel I'm a good old horse trader for the cornfields of Iowa, and so I'll make some trades and in plastic and in brass. But the plastic, and I use a lot of complete boxes that I got from Reeboks. Reeboks is a company that made boxes for brass replacement, and they're was out of business now. The owner, J.P. Barter, passed away, and now there's a new company out of Australia that's got boxes that they're selling, and they're really nice boxes too. But I just like to show you what I do with some of these passenger boxes.
That one right behind you there.
Well, yeah. But this is a Reeboks. This is what I got here. And Andrew, if you could kind of, and this is part of a set. No, these are brass, and this is a train that went from Omaha to Billings, and they broke up a bunch of cars in Omaha, and some of the cars went to Billings, and this is the set that I have here.
Well, I know you're from the cornfields, and you kind of like the Midwestern trains, but I like the trains that run to the south.
Okay.
So, and like, for instance, tell me about the Kansas City, Florida special here. You mind if I pull this out?
Yeah. Okay, now this here is the Reeboks box, and what I have here is, first of all, what I do is I search the internet and I find all the information I can. This is a schedule, Kansas City to Florida. It was a combination of a train of the Frisco and the Southern, and this is would be a typical.
Quite a multicolored consist here.
Yeah, and well, so many times when we buy trains, I like to say we run as modelers publicity trains.
Right.
When in reality, this is typically how they ran it. The 2 railroads ran the train. You saw the mixture of the Frisco colors and the Southern, and you saw all kinds of colors. One of the other things I'd like to say is you go on the internet, and this here you could search, and here's the complete schedule, tells the amount of equipment, everything, and so.
Well, let me ask you something, because I don't think I've really asked you this before, because you've got a lot of wonderful passenger trains here, all put together. It took a lot of time and effort to put that together, but, you deal a lot in embroidered railroad wear.
Uh-huh.
Would you consider, like, if I came in and said, hey, I really like that Frisco set, I mean, could people actually buy some of these?
I'm glad you asked that, because everything I got is for sale.
Oh, my, okay.
Now, with that being said, everybody I know is looking for a bargain, but it's hard to find certain complete trains, and so they're not going to be a bargain.
Well, you don't see this kind of stuff at train shows.
No.
Because you've got a box, and you've got the history, and you've got the box, so it's almost like museum quality, really.
Well, it is, and for those that say, hey, would you be interested in selling any set that I see here? Yeah, I would, but I'm going to tell you right up front, it's not going to be a train show type price. It's going to be fair, what I think the value is, but with that being said, you're going to get a train that is accurate, it runs, and it's got all kinds of detail, from the diaphragms, the people inside, the shades, blinds, the whole nine.
So if I was interested, then I should just tell you what train I'm interested in.
And send me an email.
Send an email, and then also if I need some locomotives, you've got Broadway, you got everything.
Yeah. Now, Andrew, if you were here, I'm going to get my faithful little stairs here that I use all the time, and I'm just going to start for an example. I have a Pennsylvania. I have the B&Os. These were these were Gulf Mobile in Ohio, Boston and Maine. I love those. Illinois Central. I got a whole bunch of Illinois Central and the Q, the Burlington. Love the Burlington. I love the Phoebe Snow. I have a complete Phoebe Snow, and the cars are accurate. And I had the observation car, which no one makes, but I had it scratch built. And like I say, that whole set is for sale if somebody wants to buy it. And just send me an email. And so, Florida East Coast, Missouri Pacific, Texas Pacific, Rock Island, Great Northern,
Chicago Northwestern.
Chicago Northwestern.
Okay.
And
what's the email that they should? The same one for the.
Yeah, it's just Jelsma@Jelsma.com.
Okay.
And so, but this here is just some brass. Like for an example, I have the Expo Flyer, and this was an experimental train that the Burlington, Rio Grande, and the Western Pacific ran, and it was the pre-runner before the California Zephyr, and I have that all in brass, and they're just beautiful cars, and so I'm not going to take it out of the plastic, but I have my Expedition Flyer, and so you name the the car, I try to have it.
I see you've also got steam too, plenty of steam.
Yeah,
if you're not into diesel and you like steam.
Yeah, this is my Broadway. I'm a Broadway dealer, and I sell a lot of Broadway stuff, and kind of like the drug dealer. He has a habit, and so he likes to sell enough that he could, And so I sell a lot of Broadway, and I myself just feel that the Broadway Limited, Bob just does a wonderful job, and they run and they make noise, and they're just great. So I even have a Chinese train of the high elevation, and it went to the Himalayas. I got all of that.
Wow.
And I got some very, very rare stuff. I got stuff in some boxes. And the Illinois Central. I got almost every train the Illinois Central ran. I got a lot of the Iowa trains.
Wow.
And I have the Iowan. I have the, you name the train.
Van Fleets.
And so, and then if you could, this is where I kind of have some extra stuff. These are all engines, and I've got a lot of original paintings. As Jelsma Graphics, it started selling railroad prints and original art, and so this is just a whole bunch of engines that I got. I know Phil loves to come here and he takes a look, but like for an example, Andrew, if we could just focus on this pile right here, I don't even know how many I have. But I have the Daylight, and then I have the Aztec Eagle, Missouri Pacific, went to Denver, all these different trains. And what's neat again, these are accurate cars that went with these trains. And so also, Andrew, if you could just look, this here is a nice story behind this. And that's called Burlington Thunder. And it's by Robert West. And Robert and I would do a lot of prints together, and we always would want to run 2 prints up. That's how we did the production of the printing. And so I told Robert, I said, hey, I need one more to do this run. And he hurried and put together the Burlington Max, and I really didn't care if that print we didn't put a lot of thought in it. We just put it coming across, and then this is what the print ended up looking like, and we named it Burlington Thunder in the middle of Nebraska. This was my #1 selling print of all times, and the Burlington Northern had it in their training center. They blew it up in Overland, Kansas, and and that's how Jelsma Graphics actually got started before we got into the embroidery.
So like before we wrap up, just to make sure, you've got apparel, you've got trains, passenger trains with historical documentation with the correct cars. You've got diesel locomotives, you've got steam locomotives, and you have prints. I mean,
you name it. And we've been doing train shows for 40 years. You guys have
collected a lot of stuff in 40 years.
Yeah. And so, but this is my little world here that I kind of like to sit in. I get a little tired sometimes. I just come here and I just sit and look at my railroad empire. I could just about imagine what Hill, the president of Great Northern, felt when he would look at what he produced. And so I kind of come in here and say, wow, this is what we produce. So,
well, thank you for sharing all this with us.
Well, I'm glad that you got to come over again.
Yeah.
And I always enjoy you coming over. And I want to say that Andrew Casey, we thank you very much, Andrew, for coming over here. Now, you and I are going up to Roanoke and next week.
Goshen to be exact.
Okay. And he's going to film 611, and I'm going to film the world-famous Andrew Casey filming the trains. I just think that's kind of neat. And
that might need a lot of editing.
Yeah, yes. And so Andrew and I are going to head up, I think next Thursday we leave or something. And so we'll be on the road, and we'll be bringing you that. Okay. And so that's the way it is at the world-famous, not Jacksonville Terminal, but at Denny's house. And with all that being said, that's what it has been said.